This video will show you how to install and earth the Leviton e2XHD universal high-density angled and flat panels. This earthing method is specific to Europe. The panels come with M5 cage nuts and mounting hardware, including mounting screws and cup washers. Begin by inserting the cage nuts in the appropriate holes in the rack. Insert the mounting screws into the cup washers. Rack the panel by twisting the screws into the cage nuts by hand, then tightening with a screwdriver. The mounting process is the same for the flat panel. Each E2XHD panel comes with a 2-meter earthing jumper. It has a spade connector on one end and a ring connector on the other. The angled and flat panels have 2 earthing points. Each earthing point has a rib with a bonding spring and an earthing tab. You can attach the spade connector to either earthing point on the panel. Connect the earthing jumper and let it hang in place while you load the panel. E2XHD angled and flat panels can accept cassettes loaded with shielded twisted pair cables, unshielded twisted pair cables, or fiber optic modules. The cassettes plug directly into the 8 ports on the panel. When shielded jacks are installed into the cassette, a bond is created between the metal front of the cassette and the jack body. When the cassette is inserted into the panel, the metal front makes contact with the bonding spring and forms a bonding connection between the metal front of the cassette, the bonding spring, and the earthing tab. The earthing jumper is then attached to the rack bonding bus bar with the earthing tab completing the connection. To demonstrate how to load E2XHD angled and flat panels, we'll use cassettes loaded with 3 types of Category 6A cables. Unshielded Euroclass DCA Category 6A cable, shielded Euroclass CCA Category 6A zone cable, and Euroclass B2CA shielded Category 6A cable. The panels can also accommodate fiber optic loaded cassettes like this one, which would break out from an MTP connector to 6 duplex LC fiber connections. When routing cable up from a raised floor to an angled or flat panel, insert the cassettes into the bottom row first. When routing cabling down from the ceiling, insert the cassettes into the top row first. In this demonstration, we will route cable from the floor to an angled panel. Starting with the cables coming into the rack from the left side, insert the cassettes into the bottom row, working from the center port to the right edge of the panel first. Then install the cables coming from the right-hand side of the rack, working from the center port to the left edge of the panel. This will offer an optimal bend radius for the cables. Dress the bottom row cables to the sides of the rack or cabinet. Insert the cassettes into the top row of the angled panel, working from right to left. Dress the cable bundles to the sides of the rack. Now we will demonstrate how to load the flat panel with cable coming from a raised floor. Start by routing the cables from the left side of the rack. Insert the cassettes into the bottom row, starting with the port at the left edge of the panel and working toward the center. Then route the cables coming from the right side of the rack, starting with the port at the center and working toward the right edge of the panel. Load the top row in the same manner, this time starting at the right-hand side and working toward the center. Dress the cables from the right to the right. Dress the cables from the left to the left. Once your angled or flat panel is fully loaded, extend your earthing jumper. Attach the ring terminal to the rack bonding bus bar. If the jumper is too long, you can cut it shorter and supply your own ring terminal. If it's too short, you can easily create your own earthing jumper with an M6 ring terminal, a 6mm spade lug, and a 4mm square ground wire of the correct length. To remove a jack from a cassette, use the connector removal tool. The hook on the bottom of the tool is fitted under the bar on the back of the cassette. Then the arm on the top of the tool is used to release the latch on the jack. Position the hook on the bottom of the tool over the jack body and slide the upper arm over the latch. Rock the tool forward gently and lift the handle to loosen the jack and remove it from the cassette. To insert a jack into the cassette, simply slide it into the port under the cassette bar and push it forward to snap it securely into place. In addition to the connector removal tool, a wide range of accessories are available for angled and flat panels, including patch cord manager trays and rear cable managers for enhanced cable organization. To learn more about the Leviton e2XHD system, visit leviton.com/e2xhd.